努力だけではどうやっても越えられぬ壁を見せてやろう。じゃあいいものを見せてやろう。この俺が地球に行った時奴らから面白いことを学んだ。だいぶ聞いたらしいな。随分と体力が落ちているじゃないか。ほう。間抜けめ。
I have to genuinely ask you guys who you believe would win in a fight between Ultra Ego Vegeta and Superman. That is a legit question because that's exactly what the brand new Dragon Ball Fanimation brand new episode of Goku and Saitama Part 6 by the amazing talented Etoilic Animations. That's exactly what this video is going to be tackling, apparently, where Vegeta has been pushed into Ultra Ego, his Ultra Ego transformation, against not only just Superman, but the Incredible Hulk as well. Now, the Incredible Hulk is about to get bodied. He is going to be mouthwash. There really is nothing that, to me, says that the Incredible Hulk even has enough staying power against a Super Saiyan God, let alone Ultra Ego, which would be essentially Vegeta's version of training with a god of destruction. So honestly, I don't think that his introduction to this fight really changes much of anything. But Superman, the last son of Krypton, with so many variations of power, different types of Superman that we've seen through the ages, and death battle ramming down our throats that Superman is stronger than Goku. Does Ultra Ego have a shot against this guy? I don't know. All I know is that I am honestly very surprised that the Incredible Hulk is still standing after a point-blank punch straight to the face. I'm really curious to see how long the Incredible Hulk actually lasts in this sort of fight, especially with how big and bombastic Etoilic makes these transformations. But he got Saitama versus Goku incredibly well, in my opinion, so I believe that at least power scaling wise, this is also going to be up there in good caliber. But since I got you guys here, I want to give a huge shout out to my ground supporters. You guys are the very best. You guys know who you are, here day in and day out on every single video. You know I try to post almost daily. You guys are going to be the driving force to bring all of us up to and completing the 500k mortal plan. If you want to be part of this dream, just hit that subscribe button, guys. Subscribe and never ever miss another video.
どうやら思った通り大したことなかったな。 はい。
Damn it.
Bruh, no freaking way. And I know you may be wondering to yourself, BlackScape, come on. That is exactly what would happen to the Hulk if he tried to punch Vegeta at this caliber. I believe so too. But the funniest part of it is literally Superman running away. I know that he's under some sort of evil influence. I understand that that's the whole premise of the Goku and Saitama storyline. As of this point, we don't really know who's controlling him. But you could have at least flown away. Why are you running away? You look like such a little bitch doing that, man. It's like, what are you doing to Superman, bro?
実力に見合った姿になったじゃないか。この自分でさえ驚くような上達ぶりだぜ。地球での戦闘はまさに無駄ではなかったようだな。貴様のような下級戦士が何の用だ。気に入らない野郎だ。まったくおめでたいやつだぜ。貴様らなんぞが合体したところで王子である俺様にかなうものか。栽培マンにやられた雑魚が俺に何の用だ。俺は負けん。知っているのはこの俺様だけだ。
This video is the stuff of Vegeta fans' wet dreams right here, because I honestly, and I'll be completely honest, I don't know all the iterations of Superman off the top of my head. I would have to do research on that if I was doing a video or some sort of stream on it or something, a discussion. I would really have to look into Superman and how I would gauge him. But I think that clearly Ultra Ego Vegeta, this is like some Ultra Ego Vegeta that has had some time to train with this transformation, meaning that he is on the same wavelength as a god of destruction. And with that being said, to me it is extremely possible that somebody like Beerus could do something like this to somebody like Superman, just use him like tissue paper basically. So I don't see it as something that is not realistic. I do think that the Atwalic streak of getting power scaling is still pretty in hand, besides the fact that the Incredible Hulk has lasted way too long in this fight here, not just against Vegeta but other characters. But I do think that the piercing of the heart for Superman, because that essentially kills him. If Superman gets pierced in the heart, if something is strong enough, whether it be a kryptonite bullet or Ultra Ego Vegeta's pure fist and momentum, I think that this actually would have killed Superman. So he actually killed him, which is honestly kind of sad when you really think about it, because these guys are just under the evil influence. But at the same time, I mean, it's Dragon Ball. You can always wish them back to life. But yeah, this episode is holding nothing back compared to all the last ones. This is by far the bloodiest one, as a Vegeta episode should be.
黙って付き従うがいい。貴様らは噂ほどとんでもない玉じゃなさそうだ。エネルギーを吸い取るらしい手のひら、注意するのはそこだけだ。うらえ！こいつがスーパーベジータのビッグバンアタック！ 妙な技を使いやがって。もうこれぐらいにしとくんだな、ナッパ。あまり派手にやらかすとこの星が高値で売れなくなるぞ。
どうなることかと思ったけど、俺一人じゃ絶対勝てなかった。仲間のおかげさ。いや、木が違うな。全盛期に近いんじゃないか？衰えるどころか、ますます磨きがかかってるな。どこまでも強くなっていくな。師匠に負けないよう俺も修行しなくちゃな。今よりもっと強くなれるよな、無天老師様の動き。嘘だろ。
So there you have it. That is the end of the Incredible Hulk. And honestly, when I was younger, I was a huge Hulk fan. But as I've gotten older and the MCU really kind of has done this to me a little bit, not so much anymore. So getting him off the battlefield, it's almost like getting trash or putting trash in the recycling bin. It's not something that I am going to be upset over. Maybe the 5 Hulk fans in my comment section will be upset of the Hulk treatment and what ended up happening to him here, but personally to me, he should have been gone a long time ago. Now, do I have a prediction as to who's coming through this wormhole, a new one, and bitch slap Krillin? I think we are looking at either Naruto or Ichigo. I really do think that Itualik is basically making his own version of Mastar Media's anime war, and really those are the only two, some of the main two that are missing when it comes to this fight. Although I don't think that they have really any sort of scaling when it comes to Ultra Ego Vegeta, who can do this to Superman, or Ultra Instinct Goku, who can do what he did to Saitama. But we're just gonna have to wait and see, because I do think that this is gonna be an interesting reveal and I cannot wait to see more characters thrown on planet Earth through these wormholes.
俺の邪魔をせんようにな。一つだけでも手に入れておくのが先決だ。ガキが。残念だが俺様には通用しなかったようだな。どうなってやる。どういうことだ。こんな。なんだ。くそー。くそったれめー。あれ。うわっ。
ベジータはオラと戦う約束をしたんだ。邪魔すんなよ。ずいぶん恨まれてるみてえじゃねえか。なんで坊ちゃんがこんなところに。
そいつは貴様たちが勝手に決めたことだ。戦争に汚ねえもクソもあると思うか。
王子のあんたが何のつもりだ。冷やかしにでも来たか。下級戦士の戦いを。
こうなったら醜くて嫌だが最後の手段だ。大猿に変身してぶっ潰してやる。貴様ら人造人間でも恐怖に怯えるのかどうか。言ったはずだカカロット。
なんだ武術か。それを最初に言わんかい。
いやな、お前が蛇の道を通って帰る時間を計算に入れてませんでした。
惨めな姿だぜカカロット。下級戦士のお前にはお似合いだがな。戦いの最中もジロジロ見やがって。
知れぬ強さを持ったやつじゃ。しかも心は水晶よりも透き通っている。あんなやつが下界におったとはの。
ナッパにやられた野郎か。また死にたいようだな。何をさっきからジロジロ見てやがるんだ。王子である俺様にかなうものか。これ以上やっても時間の無駄だ。どう強くなるのか見たいとは思わんのか。
軽いだけではないぞ。素晴らしく丈夫な布で作ってある。少しぐらいの攻撃など跳ね返す。わしの背中に片腕をつけてな。いやな、お前が蛇の道を通って帰る時間を計算に入れてませんでした。
実力に見合った姿になったじゃないかカカロット。ナッパにやられた野郎か。また死にたいようだな。何をさっきからジロジロ見てやがるんだ。
修行か。テストに合格したらな、このギャグの天才である海王様をシャレで笑わせることができたらだ。
What did Vegeta say he's going to do? This is character-wise not the Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super. The Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super is very much over this whole Goku is not my friend thing. Goku is absolutely his friend in Dragon Ball Super, but just like King Kai at the very end, because you had me a little bit worried up until this point, at the very end, King Kai's like, yeah, this transformation has gone to his head. It is a transformation based solely on destructive power, so it makes a lot of sense that this would be the way that Vegeta is thinking in this sort of scenario, because taking down Goku is a class S ranked level, Avengers level, Kaiju level, you know, threat, Aizen level, Madara, whatever you want to name him. He can go into Ultra Instinct, and he's pushing my boy Vegeta back in Omen with obviously an amped up version of it. I think that's why these characters are as strong as they are. Just my headcanon from watching these episodes is that they are getting pumped up from this evil energy a little bit. And don't even come at me and say, well, this would never happen in Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball Heroes had something that was very similar to what's going on here, and so this could absolutely happen. But if I have to go with Goku versus Vegeta, I think in this instance I would have to go with Vegeta still, mainly due to the fact that he actually has a collection over his senses and his training and his own mind, and he's not going to be blinded by the evil entity inside of him to the point where he can't even remember how to fly, and all he does is run like the Hulk and Superman did, which is still freaking hilarious. So I'm honestly excited to see this. This is really the only way that it would have panned out. The only other character that is left standing besides these two is Blast and Saitama, and Blast is more of the story driven character, like he's pushing the story along, while Saitama is there for the fight. So I could see us seeing a Vegeta x Saitama versus Goku situation in the next chapter.
虫のつかん奴らだ。よくできた装束だな。忘れたことはない。この旅はまだ終わらぬ。この葉は。
くそー。参った。
帰る道を探しておるのよ。我ながらつくづく落ち着かぬ男よ。
最悪の野郎だけど、やっぱり強さは本物だな。なぜ俺に協力するんだ？
利便よ、その剣とお主の過去、いずれが重いのだ。過去とは向き合わねばならんのだ。
たのはいいんだけど、衰えるどころかますます磨きがかかってるな。師匠に負けないよう俺も修行しなくちゃな。
戦いがお望みだったのでは。
これが修行の成果か。サタンの娘もやるじゃないか。俺一人じゃ絶対勝てなかった。仲間のおかげさ。
ご覧なさい。休まれてはいかがです？
やれるだけやってみるか。身勝手の極意って。
過去に縛られず、名誉など明日を約束された者などおらぬ。風を追え、うまい酒を除いてな。
死なないようにお願いします。無理だけはしないでくださいね。
ヒーロー試験にしちゃ簡単すぎるよな。雰囲気ばっか出しやがってよ。
So it is clear just by what Krillin says. Well, two things are clear. I would say that Blast isn't going to be participating on any more one-on-one fights for at least a little bit, because he is, again, the story character. He's pushing it forward, and at the exact same time, he's closing the portals. So yeah, he is definitely putting in some work for things more important than just fighting. But Krillin just basically told us who it was without saying who it was. He said that he didn't see his face, but he knows who came through the portal. It's somebody that must have been holding back, because all they did was knock out Krillin instead of kill him. But he said it's a monster. So if it's somebody that Krillin recognizes and that it's a monster, it is somebody from Dragon Ball. And the only people that I can think of from Dragon Ball that fit that description are I mean, the only one that I can think of right now is either A, Frieza, who's killed Krillin before and has been friends with everybody, so he may not be so violent against Krillin at this point, but still will go after Goku because Krillin said we have to warn Goku specifically. Or the one that, to me, I'm hoping to see is Goku Black, my favorite character. He said it's a monster. He said he's coming back. He said he's felt it before, even though he didn't see his face. So I think Goku Black, and he comes from a different dimension, and this is a portal from a different dimension. So I think Goku Black is my biggest bet on who it is, who's actually coming through. And seeing as how we just got Saitama's arch nemesis, Cosmic Goro, he is going to be fighting Saitama next. I think that it's safe to say that it's going to be somebody from Goku's past, and it's more than likely, I'm hoping it's going to be Goku Black. All in all, this was a sick animation. They always are. This is a consistently good animator who's animating these things perfectly. Big shout out, big ups to the series. Let me know what your thoughts were in the comment section below, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.